Today we're going to discuss what rideshare drivers are saying about the current coronavirus pandemic. And quickly right off the bat, YouTube is not liking the word that starts with C to describe the current pandemic, so we're going to refer to that as the illness throughout this video. Last week we sent out a survey to our email list of 60,000 drivers and followers on social media and collected nearly 200 responses from the 13th to the 16th. As can be expected, both demand and earnings are down. 80% of drivers that answered the survey are seeing decreased demand. And drivers are also driving less. Nearly 25% of drivers have stopped driving rideshare altogether, and nearly 40% are driving less. And many of the reasons given for driving less are the social distancing effects, and also some of these drivers have health issues that they don't want to be susceptible to dozens of people getting into their car every day. Also, 35% of drivers do have access to other income or work, which could be another reason why those drivers in particular have stopped driving or are driving less. But a majority are faced with the tough choice: drive and potentially transmit or get exposed to the illness, or stop driving and lose out on their income. Another concern for drivers is the lack of health insurance. According to our annual Lyft and Uber driver survey, we found that 76% of drivers have some type of health insurance, but 13.7% don't have health insurance at all. So while a vast majority have access to some type of health care, there are nearly 14% who don't have health insurance at all, putting another strain during a time of lost income and pandemic. And one driver shared this: "Sickness is not an option for me because not working is not an option. If I do get sick, I will have to continue to work or I will lose my ability to exist. It's not just income. Before the illness outbreak, I managed to pay my bills on a monthly basis with no room for error. Here are the things at risk: paying rent, my car payment, my health insurance, and of course food. If I have to stop working without any safety net, I would lose all of these things." There also are drivers who are continuing to drive rideshare, so how are they handling themselves during this current illness? Some drivers are posting signs notifying passengers that they're using disinfectant before and after all passengers to clean any surfaces that previous passengers may have touched. Another driver said they're keeping constant ventilation in their car by opening windows a little bit. And those passengers that are still taking rideshare rides can rest assured that a lot of drivers are being proactive during this illness. Alright, and drivers are also less than pleased with Uber and Lyft's response so far to this illness outbreak. 78% of drivers do not believe that Uber and Lyft are doing enough to support drivers. Uber has announced that drivers will receive financial assistance if they are diagnosed with the illness or placed in individual quarantine by a public health authority, but drivers definitely want more. And here are some things that drivers suggested that Uber and Lyft could do to support drivers: more compensation, have a sick leave fund, better communication with drivers, and provide sanitizing wipes and Purell. But for drivers that can't drive rideshare currently, what are some other earning options? One main thing is delivery. Delivery services are in really high demand right now because a lot of people are quarantined, a lot of people aren't going out, a lot of restaurants, bars, they're closing, but a lot of those restaurants are still offering takeout, still offering delivery. So the delivery services are going to be in really high demand. But overall, as you can expect, drivers are upset. Demand is way down. Rideshare has been affected like many other industries. People aren't going to the airport right now. People aren't going to restaurants, bars. They're not going out for entertainment. So the demand, it just isn't there right now. There's still demand for rideshare, but it's a fraction of what it normally is. But how many of you are still driving rideshare, and how many of you have stopped completely? What's demand look like out there for those of you that are still driving? Leave a comment below and let us know. Thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and drive safe. Thanks.